Hi, I'm Dr. Kevin Augustine from the Fast Pain Relief Center here on Grand Island, New York. And if you have fibromyalgia, you really need to listen to the site. There's a lot of good information that I'm going to share with you right now to give you the relief that you've been looking for and some of the answers that you've probably been searching for that you're still in pain. Obviously, you haven't found out what's really causing the fibromyalgia. And I'm going to go over a few things with you today that you may have not heard of before. Keep an open mind, because I can tell you I've helped several patients with fibromyalgia that have been everywhere. People that have lost hope and really have gone doctor to doctor and specialist after specialist and drug after drug with no results. Now, if that's you, listen closely, because what I'm about to share with you can and will change your life if you decide to act on it. What I'm going to share with you today is some of the different ways we go about not only finding out what's wrong with you, but what you can do to help it. And two things that we do: we treat people metabolically in our office, and we treat people neurologically. And what I mean by that, we're going to get into that a little bit more specifically as far as some of the testing that we do that you probably have not had done up to this point in time. So we're going to start off with one of the things that we do in our office is something called a sensitivity testing. Okay, what sensitivity testing is actually to see if you're sensitive to gluten, soy, yeast, egg protein, things like that. And the big key with that is if you are sensitive to those types of things, you are creating an immune reaction in your body. Okay, and when you have an immune reaction, it's actually causing an attacking of not only your nerves, your muscles, can be your brain cells as well. So that is something you really want to get under control by eliminating those different food from your diet. So that's more diet lifestyle changes. In addition to that, if you do have kids, the neat thing about the test is it also does a DNA analysis for you to see if you possess the genes to pass this on to your kids. So something important that you want to know that you probably haven't had done up to this point in time. I'm sure a lot of you, to kind of get off on a little bit of a sidetrack here, a lot of you probably have taken or at least heard of the drug Lyrica. It's the new wonder drug, for fibromyalgia. But I'm going to tell you that, although it works for some people, it doesn't work for a lot. And did you know that Lyrica is actually a seizure medication? Yeah, it's been used for fibromyalgia. It wasn't specifically made for fibromyalgia, yet all these specialists are saying, take Lyrica, look on TV, it will cure you. And I'm here to tell you that, for most people, it doesn't. So another one of the testings, aside from the sensitivity testing that we do, is a complete blood panel. And I know you've had blood work done already. It's normal, no problems. I'm here to tell you that a couple different ways that I look at it is not only lab ranges that you get on normal blood work. Lab ranges are real wide. And did you know that every lab that you go to has different lab ranges? And if you think about it, the people going to get blood work, where they get the averages from, are sick. Most people that are getting blood work done have problems with them. So I not only look at the lab ranges, which are important, but we also look at what we call functional ranges. Now, functional ranges are a lot tighter and narrower for somebody that wants optimal health. Okay, so again, you can have normal lab ranges and still have symptoms. But again, how I analyze it, and I have some special software that I use to look at the functional ranges. You can have normal lab ranges, yet still have abnormal or all kinds of problems going on functionally. So that's real important, and we look at the complete metabolic panel, lipid panel, a thyroid panel, complete blood count with differential. We want to uncover everything and to see what you're suffering from. There's got to be a reason why you have the pain that you do. When you think of fibromyalgia, patients that I see at least, they have pain all over the place. It's like you can't escape yourself. It's like you're stuck in a bubble with pain no matter what you do each and every day. And just to get through the pain, you resorted to drugs because that's all you really know about up to this point in time. But that's why I'm sharing with you this this video and the information that's on this website to give you some more information so you can make a good, smart decision about your health. Some of the other things that we look at when you come into the office is we want to check your adrenal glands out. And I don't know if you've ever heard of your adrenal glands, but essentially everybody has two of them. They sit on top of your kidneys. And your adrenal glands help you deal with stress. And I can tell you, again from experience, from treating many people with fibromyalgia, is that the adrenal glands are often involved, along with the thyroid usually too, but we'll get into that. So the adrenal glands are your stress glands. They help your body deal with stress. They also produce cortisol within the body, which is an important measurement to know because it can contribute to inflammatory conditions. It can lead to blood sugar issues. And your adrenal glands are also responsible for producing a lot of different hormones within the body. So you want to look at that. And many times people don't have any idea what I'm talking about as far as adrenal glands because they never had the testing done. So that is something that we routinely do, I myself routinely do on patients. When you do come into my clinic on Grand Island, New York, you're going to see myself. You're not going to be passed off to physician's assistant, nurse practitioner. You're going to see me. And I think that's real important because I think a lot of people are kind of shortchanged. I often consult again with patients that they say all their questions aren't answered. They felt rushed. And they never fully feel like they got the full explanation of what's going on with them. And that's what I take pride in, is to really let you know and in turn every single stone and let you know what's going on and why is it happening. We need to know that. Another thing that we want to look at with fibromyalgia, and again it can be intense pain, intense fatigue that even after it's trouble getting through a day, let alone if you have a job. You can't even barely get through the day. So there's different things that we want to look at to see how the brain is firing as well. And what I mean by that is there's a part in the brain called the frontal lobe, which is, just like it says, sits right in the front of the skull, which is responsible for what we call executive functions of the brain. And by that I mean giving you the stamina, the willpower, and kind of get up and go to live life, to have enjoyment out of life again. Because again, I can tell you the people that I consult with have lost a lot of their joy, their zest for life. I mean, they just don't feel like doing much, and understandably so, knowing the way that you feel. So, if this video so far, resonates with you, it makes sense to you, what I want you to do on the bottom of the screen is I am offering 2 free visits. And the reason why I do that, there's no commitment from you. Number one, come on in. I'll let you know, number one, if there's anything that can even be done for you. Now, before we go too far, I can't help everybody. And I will certainly let you know that during those 2 visits. First visit, we basically do a complete exam on you. Second visit, we go over the findings with you and all the different testing that I was talking about. So if I can't help, I'll certainly let you know. And if the condition that you have is better suited for somebody else, or not what I do, I will certainly make a referral to another doctor. But you're in the right place listening to this. And go ahead on the bottom of the screen, fill out your name, your address, and your phone number so our office can contact you and get you those 2 free visits and make an appointment for you. We will send out all the paperwork for you that will have to be returned before you even make an appointment. That way I have a chance to look at it, spend some time with it before I even see you. So again, this is Dr. Kevin Augustine from the Fast Pain Relief Center talking about fibromyalgia and how you can experience relief. So go ahead and fill your name out and somebody from our office will contact you and let you know a little bit more on how you can achieve relief from your fibromyalgia. Thank you.